Hello everyone, this is Anne-Marie Morales, and I present you the final installment of the soul fragment retrieval process for StarSeed Nani. She has revealed in this session so much about the dismantling of the dark structures on our planet and documents her involvement in these projects. So I encourage you to listen all the way to the end. This is fascinating information, extremely extremely hopeful information on the state of our planet's cleanup process, assisted on many dimensional levels as revealed in this session that I had with her. Thank you so much, and listen to the very end. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. It's Anne-Marie. Bye. Welcome, 5-year-old Nanichi. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi there. Today, Nanichi, we're going to find another portion of your soul that you hid. Would you like Elliot to be with you?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Go ahead and call Elliot to come and let me know when he arrives.
Ok. Deseo con todo mi corazón ir en una aventura montado en un dragón. Here.
Hello, Elliot.
Hello.
So we are here with the task to retrieve another fragment of Nanichi's soul. Can you please tell us, and Nanichi, you can respond if you know, how many fragments are left?
3.
Thank you. And so, let us begin by retrieving one of those fragments. So Nanichi, climb onto Elliot's back, and Elliot, kindly take us to the next fragment to be retrieved. And Nanichi, you can tell me what's going on.
We're just walking.
Okay.
I'm 12.
Oh, great. Thank you. And where are we going today, Nani?
Underground.
Thank you. Is it Earth or another planet? Or another realm?
Earth.
Thank you. About where are we going?
It's uncharted territory.
Thank you. Do you know what part of the world it is? In the ocean? Which ocean? Underground? Where? Any
Well,
idea?
there's ocean close, but I can't really tell where. It's an abandoned, supposedly abandoned army base, not army, what do you call it? Submarines, abandoned boats.
Got it. So describe what's coming up.
Well, right now I'm close to what looks like a beach. There are two ways to get inside. There is an entrance on top hidden, but there's another entrance underwater
Okay.
where other kinds of ships dock.
All right. Is Elliot still with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking for the entrance on top. It's hidden behind dunes.
Okay.
It's a laboratory. They did a lot of experiments here.
What kind of experiments?
DNA,
Okay.
altering DNA with other um, uh, animal DNA on humans.
Are you in modern times or is this Atlantean times?
It's modern times, but they were doing the same thing,
Okay.
trying to enhance some abilities within the human using the animal DNA,
Okay.
like using shark DNA to breathe underwater, for example,
Oh, wow.
and other organisms as well.
Thank you. Are there people there now?
No,
What happened?
it was shut down
By whom?
by us.
Who's us?
My team and I.
Hmm. Who's on your team?
Well, I call them my team because we're always together when I go on these missions, but I don't really remember names.
Are they other humans or are they
They're humans, but they're not from Earth.
okay?
I had to infiltrate the base to gather information and connect the quantum technology to their technology so we could take over.
Got it. And who ran the base before?
It was military, dark military.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The one in charge was like a prototype because he had the DNA alteration, so he had more power than the average ones there.
Got it. Okay. Were there other races there, like that we would know as like reptilian or gray or tall gray? Any of those were there?
I remember seeing some like that, but they weren't the majority. The rest looked different.
The rest.
And just different. I like um I don't know how to explain.
Okay. Do you think they were augmented humans also, or are they just
Some of them, yes.
okay? What about hybrids? Do you think they were hybrid humans?
Yes, there were hybrids.
Okay.
Some of them were kept in capsules
Okay.
in hibernation.
Are you talking about the people who ran the base, or are you talking about the experiments,
The successful ones, yes.
the successful experiments? Okay. Interesting. Okay, good. So whereabouts are you in the lab now?
I'm kind of at the heart of it, where the main computer would be.
Mm-hmm.
The capsules are empty.
Okay.
That's a that's a good sign.
Can you describe the lab or the base or whatever, the room that you're in? Give us some detail on that.
It has a pretty high ceiling. Everything looks kind of like wood on futuristic films. Maybe the ship from Star Trek,
Mm-hmm.
you know, with the floor made of metal and all the computers surrounding the area. On on the walls, around the walls, that's where the capsules are.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a desk in the middle, but it's not really a desk. It's like a computer, like a board,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the main room where everything else is controlled in the base.
Okay.
Um, the other entrance that goes through the water, there were other types of species that would go through there because they needed the water to breathe. So they wore different suits.
Okay.
They kind of looked um kind of looked reptilian, but not reptilian. They were more like a different species of merman,
Okay.
but they had similar look to the horror film, the Swamp Beast. Is it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was more similar to that.
So kind of like a combination of lizard and aquafarian.
Yes,
Okay.
they were using part of their DNA to make the change um, from the water species into the human species to make it stronger
Okay.
and be able to be under the water because you have bases underwater.
Thank you. And where do these beings come from? Where do they reside?
Well, as far as I remember, they were one of the first species to invade the earth when it was water because they're water beings and their planet was getting sick, and this is the one that they found with the most water, so they came.
Okay. Are they still here, do you think? Do you know?
I believe so. I don't think there are as many as before, but I believe they're still here.
Okay. And do you know if they were successful in making DNA upgrades?
Some were successful, others died after a period of time because their bodies couldn't take it.
Mm, thank you. Is there anything else you think you can recall about this particular mission? And like, who would send you on these missions, Nani?
Um, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Thank you. And so, where do you find your soul fragment?
I'm looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's down at the entrance.
Okay.
Yes, I remember. It was easier to come undetected beneath the water.
Okay. So it's at the entrance to the underwater, at the underwater entrance?
The place, it's like an island, but it's not natural.
Oh, okay.
It was made with technology, different technologies.
Okay.
The island.
Do you have a sense in which ocean it might be in?
At the bottom of the map,
Antarctic?
in between,
Okay. Pacific?
I believe so.
Okay,
It's
thank you.
Antarctic, but it's also not close to uh, ground as in Earth. So it's like a space between. right in the middle.
Okay. In a space between, let's say, either South America, Australia, and Antarctica?
Yeah, right, exactly in the middle.
Okay.
It has the same distance between Australia and Antarctica. It has the same distance. It's right in the middle, down in the middle.
Okay. Thank you. And so do you think this is mobile? Can it be moved anywhere?
Yes, it also has a cloaking device. It cannot be seen by outsiders. There are many stories about different people, whether on boats or cruises, seeing the island, but it's always dismissed as a phenomenon
Hmm.
or hallucinations.
Thank you. And why did you leave a bit of your soul here, Nani?
I found this place when I was still a kid. I wasn't strong enough to get in. So, in order to come back and point it, I hit it.
Okay. So you've been here more than once over the years?
Yeah.
And so why are you 12 years old right now? What's the significance of being 12?
I'm not afraid like I used to be.
Okay.
I'm stealthier
Mm-hmm.
and I'm stronger than when I was 6.
Got it. All right. So are you ready to retrieve that part of your soul?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and get it and integrate it back. So I'm going to ask that we wrap up this soul retrieval.
Okay.
All right, is there anything else? Do you feel complete? Is it good to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you would kindly get on Elliot's back again, and we'll go back to the cabin. And this time you can go inside and sit down. And when you're there, let me know. Is Elliot with you?
Outside.
Outside, okay. Is there anyone else with you in the cabin?
Mm, nope.
All right, thank you.
Oh, yes. Ona.
Who's that?
It's a fairy.
Oh, okay. Oha?
Ona.
Ona.
Yes.
All right. So have you had a snack?
Yes.
All right, darling. We've got just 2 more parts of your soul to get, and then you're going to be complete. So when you're ready, go outside, hop onto Elliot's back, and off we go to get the next soul. Ooh,
Can we finish? Can we still play sometime?
sure, we can play sometime.
Okay.
So give me a description, Nanichi. Where are you going now?
House horrors.
Say it again.
A house of horrors.
A house of horrors. Oh boy.
I always hated this place.
And how old are you, Nanichi?
I'm s- I'm 16.
Okay, great. Thank you. And so tell me about this place. Where is it?
Uh, it, well, I remember it's close to Romania,
Oh, okay.
the older parts of Romania, particularly abandoned castle or palace. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. And so what would happen here?
Well, the place goes way underground. There are like 5 or 6 floors or so underground,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the way it's made is almost like a maze. So not anyone can get in,
Okay.
and each floor has different um, guardians. Let's say
Okay. And who are the guardians?
that was creepy.
What happened?
You sounded like a robot.
Oh. Who were the guardians?
They were mutants.
Mm. Mutants, how? With what?
Whatever.
Okay.
But they didn't really have souls.
Mm.
Um, it was like they took clumps of dark energy and threw it inside these things.
Okay. Thank you. And what were they guarding?
Well, a few things I'd say. There was hidden history from our own,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really recall whether this was the first place or not, but this is one of the places where they would produce adrenochrome and did spiritual cooking.
Okay.
So I had to come back.
Mm-hmm.
It was very difficult getting to the last floor, so once I managed, I couldn't really fight what was there. So I just placed a shard so I could return straight to the sixth floor and not having to go through all that crap.
Got it. And can you tell us what's happening on the sixth floor? And who are you fighting?
Besides the guardians, there are the masters.
Mm-hmm.
Some look human like us, others don't. And because I was in spiritual form, not in my physical body, they tried to trap me,
Mm-hmm.
to do that, but I was able to evade it, but I wasn't strong enough to take down the weapons that they were using.
Okay. And how many times did you come to this place?
I would go there every 1 or 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Found it. I think I was maybe 8. Yeah, I think I was about 8.
Was the first time that you went there?
Yeah. I was pretty obsessed with, vampires and vampire lore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess I wandered around, Romania, which, that's where a big part of the lore came out of, right?
Right.
And I saw this place that looked kind of familiar. Um, I don't know why it was familiar, but it was kind of familiar. So I just thought, hey, maybe this is where the vampire is from or whatever. And then I went in and, well, rest is history.
Okay.
So every few years or so, I would try to come back and see how deeper I could go.
So was this a mission you would be sent on, or was it just something you did on your own?
Um, Both actually. Um, I think it started more as a excursion,
Mm-hmm.
but after I found out exactly what was happening, what those beings were doing, I just had to go back.
Okay. Who is running this House of Horrors palace or castle?
They're cabal members,
Mm-hmm.
but the head of it's much older than the cabal. It was one of the dark beings that came through the portal that was opened by the um shit.
CERN?
Yes, the first one, not the other one,
What other one?
Atlantis.
Oh, okay.
You see, because that team is the one that knows, let's say, the formula. He's the one that's in control. And now that he's gone, it's like a snake without a head or a chicken without a head. I'm not sure.
So when is this still active now? What's happening right now?
Well, there's still a lot of dark energy. I still feel a lot of dark energy, but the mutants are not there anymore. I don't see them. My guess is they're trying to recreate the formula someplace else.
Okay.
The master is gone, so they have no way to do it the way it used to be.
Mm.
That's why so many celebrities and other higher ranking dumbasses look so emaciated, old,
Mm.
sick. They're and they're all dying from pancreas cancer, weird form of cancers. That's how you know.
Okay. How you know that they used to use the adrenochrome?
Adrenochrome,
Mm-hmm.
because I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's how I know.
Yeah. I was asking, that they're dying of pancreatic cancer because they don't have the adrenochrome anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a synthetic, let's say, adrenochrome that was created not by the darkness. It was a synthetic kind of adrenochrome, but it had like how do I say? I'm not very good with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like a trap for the dark ones. Once they took it, it was like taking a cure or something. It would affect them.
Oh, so
Yeah,
like a bait and switch kind of. They were taking something.
exactly, like a bait and switch.
And
And
what
the
would
one
do?
that got affected first was actually, as far as I remember, it was Madonna.
Okay.
But Lady Gaga was the one that, and so she started sending cryptid messages through her social media about being careful of drinking the blood.
Huh.
Yeah, it's all there in your face.
Wow. Anything else you can tell us about this place?
Well, personally, I would blow the place down.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's an earthquake coming, but I'm not sure if it's literal.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've said to me in the past that you open portals of light.
Yeah,
What do you say we clear this place and open a portal of light and transmute it?
I guess if I'm allowed.
Why wouldn't you be allowed?
I don't know if they're still investigating the place.
Oh, I see. Do you sense any beings there now?
In a way, not really beings themselves, just the emotions that were left behind.
Okay. I
You know,
think,
there's a lot of groaning and moaning and exploration.
all right. I really feel we need to clear this out.
All right.
I want you to call in your team, call in Archangel Michael, and let's use anyone else that you normally use.
Oh, really, it's fine.
Okay, thank you. And when Michael is present, let us know. Whew, I'm feeling him come in. Wow. Whew,
It's here.
thank you. Thank you, Archangel Michael. We welcome you. We honor you, our brother. Ooh. Who have you brought with you to do this holy work?
The sword of justice.
Thank you. So, Nanichi, what's the next step? You tell me. Ooh.
All right. Gonna open the portal, I guess. In a second. All right.
Okay. And so now, Michael, with your sword of justice, gather the energies, the stagnant remnant energies of pain and suffering that have spoiled and soaked into the earth, the ethers, the dimensions, the stones. Gather them up with your mighty sword. Transmute them. And these are just echoes, right? They're not souls,
Um,
correct?
that goes, yes.
Okay. So describe the scene. What's happening?
It's like dark mist coming out of the walls and the floor.
Excellent. Describe the portal to me, Nani. What does it look like? What do you sense or feel about it?
It's a circle of light.
Okay. Is there like a vortex or is it just open? And what is it?
The way I do it, I make a pentagram
Mm-hmm.
and then I summon the light and open.
Okay, thank you. And
And of course, invoke God as well.
thank you. And can you tell us what Archangel Michael is doing right now?
He's harnessing his energy.
Thank you. Oi, cadê me? Chama Takadeniama, você oi, Tikiania. Yeah, yo, I dear one in your mawa. We tio see your show you geo no near my show. Oh,
Now the light is piercing through
Mm-hmm.
all the floors of the building
Thank you.
and slowly expanding.
Wonderful. And we ask that light to penetrate deep into the earth and deep out into the space around this building. And we ask the light to transmute all darkness and purify and cleanse and restore the energy of the structure and the land around it for miles, that no remnant of any dark deed remain, and may it be purified and returned to the light, and it will now anchor the highest love light all the way down to the core of the earth. Amen. It is so, and so it is. When the process is done, let me know.
Whew. Gracias, Belier.
Hello.
Hi.
How old are you, Nani?
5, silly.
5, silly. Are you with your fairies now?
Just Ona.
Just Ona? Okay, thank you, Ona, for taking care of Nanichi. Nanichi, we have just one more soul fragment to get.
Only one left.
Only one left.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yay! Let's get onto Elliot's back, and he will take us to the last soul fragment. Yay!
Next when we meet, can we have tea and cookies?
Sure, we can have tea and cookies when we come back.
Okay.
I want tea and cookies too.
My favorite is mint.
Mint tea?
Mm-hmm.
I love mint tea. I love spearmint tea.
I like mint tea and I like milk tea like Daddy does.
Nice.
With honey star, cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
If we do it with evaporated milk, it tastes better. And
Mm-hmm.
honey, and it's very yummy.
Nice.
Okay, Elliot. Bye, Elliot.
Okay, tell me where you're going now.
I'm not sure.
Okay. And how old are you now?
18.
Thank you.
Oh,
Are you older doing the retrieval? Because you're the oldest that I've worked with.
I guess.
Yeah. And when you can get a sense of where we're going, let me know.
Well, we're going close to hell.
And where would that be?
That's it's a place where the Satanists recruit and brainwash people. There's a portal to hell
Hmm,
underneath. So I couldn't really do much until I was older.
got it. And when was the first time that you went here?
I think around 11 or 12.
And who sent you here?
I wasn't really sent there. I just came across it. It's like a nest.
Mm,
Yeah. Um, I was actually with Lucian when I found it the first time,
mm-hmm.
and I'm not sure.
Do you think that's why Lucian came to me before we started the session?
Yeah.
Would he like to be a part of this?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, so we call forth Lucian to be present with 18-year-old Nanichi. Oof.
He's here.
Thank you, Lucian, for being here. We honor you. We thank you for being here.
Of course.
And so tell us where we are.
Well, we're still on Earth. It's not really outside of Earth, but there are um how do I explain it? This particular place is like it connect connects
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Connects. Mm-hmm.
different areas. It's like in between, a midpoint.
By areas, do you mean dimensions?
Yeah, some are different dimensions. Some are from, well, not necessarily planets, but it's like it's directly connected to they're like pirate ships
Okay.
because they're still they're spaceships, but they raid other ships, so they're like pirates.
Mm-hmm.
And this place, it's like a playground. That's where they do their certain exchanges. Um, it's like a nightclub of sorts, hidden in deep in the woods, but it's kind of close. Um, damn, what were their names? The creepy club from the universities.
The Skull and Bones.
Yes, the Skull and Bones. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hidden close to that place where they did their rituals.
Are you talking about Bohemian Grove?
Um,
That's in California.
yes, California. That's probably it.
Okay. And who commands this? Who organizes this?
Uh, well, there are um, I can't really tell because it's like there's a front man and then the puppeteer, and he has a puppeteer, so it's like you know,
Mm-hmm.
it it's pretty broad and different. But oh God, what's their name? What's their name? They're like Rothschilds. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the big families, the dark family.
The dark families. Okay.
That's kind of like a neutral area because it's connected to other places. So none of them are actually in charge. So it's like a neutral place to meet where there isn't a tug of war between forces, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, that's their neutral ground.
Okay. Because they fight amongst themselves, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So is there any sort of like either extraterrestrial or demonic or interdimensional beings that are there, or
All the above.
all of the above? Okay.
Yeah, all the above. There, think of it as a nightclub where the center is where the dance floor is.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the surrounding areas, there are different doors, and each door leads to an entirely different room.
Mm.
This one is for dealing drugs. This one is for uh, doing orgies or whatever. It's kind of the construct is kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ex- different stuff. But as far as I know, the place was made by dark extraterrestrials.
All right. Thank you. Is it for harvest? Do they harvest energy here too?
Yeah. Yeah, they harvest energy.
As far as you can tell, is it still working?
Yep.
Okay. Has there been any changes since the last time you were here, Nanichi?
Yeah, it's not as loud as it used to be. I mean, there's less people in here.
Okay.
And I can walk around because he shields me so they can't really tell because of his own energy.
Got it. Thank you, Lucian, for doing this. So, Nanichi, when was the last time you were here?
Um, I was 15, I believe. 15.
And what was the purpose of you visiting there?
Um, it was to gather information because I mean, I knew there was more to it than just a club, but I didn't have much I wouldn't say proof, that's not necessarily the word, but like how, who was involved or what, where was it because the only way you could actually oh fuck not
Enter?
it, ugh, break in, let's say.
Right.
Was of course knowing who were the ones behind the whole thing. As if you want to infiltrate. That's the word, infiltrate. You got to be able to mimic how they, how they move, how they talk, how they look, and that's beyond me. I don't have that. That's not technology I have or work with. That's up to the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like make creating a map of the area.
Okay.
And since I had Lucian, who is a dark being, well, he was able to be there without issue alongside with me. So he's the one that helped.
So, Lucian, why would you help Nani in this way if you are considered a dark being, quote unquote?
It was just my choice.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And so now, Nanichi,
Hmm?
as we return, as we retrieve this fragment, is there anything that we can do to maybe assist in any way? What can we do?
I don't think there's anything we can do for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's like um it would be like a drug bust gone wrong. You
Got it.
got the but you missed the big man.
Got it.
I
Okay.
don't think it's something I should do.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Is there anything else about this place that you want to share with us?
There are a lot of young people in here,
Yeah.
a lot of young and lost people. They use that to their advantage. That's why they've moved it now to the universities to keep that brainwash and get them younger, because they cannot get them as younger as they used to, but they're still young enough to be manipulated and still have some of the adrenochrome within them. It may not be as good, but it's something, and it's like a different kind of synthetic
Mm.
stuff.
So why do these students take the adrenochrome or adrenochrome, whatever you want to call it?
Students don't take it; they're just being programmed to um to be submissive, so they can, whenever whatever dumb issue at it's going on, it's like, if you come with us, we'll help you. We're peace on earth, vegan bullshit, and it's like, oh yeah, and then they say, you know what we need for you to help? We need you to give we need you to give us your blood. I said, oh, fine. It's like a cult. It's
Oh,
like brainwashing them, kind of a cult, so they can, out of their free will,
right. Air
and give
quotes.
that because they cannot take it the way that they used to. So they play around with those little loopholes,
Okay.
and they also encourage the abortions
Mm-hmm.
precisely because of that. You may not be able to get as good as an adrenochrome from the fetus, but I don't know exactly how they do it, but they can dry and ground them into powder and make them into pills.
Oh my God.
Pills. Yeah, with the DNA. So it makes it easier to smuggle and move it around without, and that was actually Korea was one of the test places.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
see?
really surprised.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
That's why I'm rarely surprised or whatever. But after all this shit, who would be?
Right, right. Wow, you've seen a lot.
Yep.
Is there anything positive that you can assess that is going on?
In general or about the place?
Both.
Well, as far as I can see, they're doing like a bait and switch in here as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still dark, but in comparison, it certainly feels lighter. So there are definitely white hats undercover in this place. There's definitely something going on,
Good.
which is great. Um, there have been many underground, the dumps.
Yeah.
Most, if not all, have been already cleared. A lot of their technology has been taken away or destroyed.
Hmm.
Yeah. Right now, what the darkness that we're dealing with, it's more like the sobrante, the the ones that were left behind by their lords, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as certain things started to come down, they just up and left because there was a demon, a particular demon that came through the portal, the dark portal from Atlantis, and that's when everything started going, to shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was a pretty big one. He's known as the ancient red vampire.
Hmm.
Because that's how he fed, that's how he taught the rest how to feed. That's why the adrenochrome was so important. But the red vampire was defeated. So now the rest of the ones that would followed him are going crazy and attacking each other, and because they don't have the pure source anymore. They don't have their leader anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The big
How
man.
how was he defeated?
Uh, I can't really say, but there's actually information about it on the YouTube if you want to look it up. The man who channeled the message was, it was a pretty important mission for him. It was pretty special because a lot of people like him, channelers, sensed and knew about it, but they were afraid to speak out about it, and he was the one that volunteered to tell the information.
Okay.
The video, it's called the ancient red vampire is gone, I believe.
Hmm.
That was my information.
Thank you.
So yeah, there really are a lot of beautiful things happening. It's just that the we still feel the darkness because we're very weary, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Are tired. Others have been here for so long, it's like there's no end to it. So it's more of a perspective issue than a global issue.
Mm,
That makes sense.
thank you.
Beginning physical contact in a broader scale in 2025 and 2030 it's when it's gonna go like more intimate contact. They
Contact.
always look out for the sky.
So contact with whom? With extraterrestrials? With ultradimensionals?
Yeah, with ETs. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
the Pleiadians in particular will be some of the first to make direct contact. There are others that have been making contact, but this would be on a grander scale.
And you say it's going to happen in 2023? Or sorry, 2025?
2025, yes, that's the leap, and by 2030, it's gonna be even more. Let's say
Oh, wow. Thank you.
even more possible. The, one of the what some of the things that a lot of us have been working on. Well, more them than me. I don't really work with that per se. It's making different TV stations. So it would be like CNN or something,
Mhm.
but it would be with the ETs themselves.
And who are you talking about? Who are them?
The GFL.
Okay. Thank you.
The GFL. That's why they have to take down the technologies that we have right now and bringing new ones that are of higher frequency. So when they do the quantum technologies, when they connect, they will open different forums for us, whether it's blogging, internet, television, all that stuff. But there will be on the ships.
Okay, fair enough.
You
Thank you.
like you could see let's say Ashtar, for example, being interviewed or so, and you could see them on your own screen.
Okay.
The goal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because one of the biggest mind controllers in our world is the media,
Mm-hmm.
even more than movies or whatever. So if they can take over the media part, well, things will start de-escalating even further.
And how close are we to that?
Pretty darn close, actually.
Wow, great. Um, a lot of us are on the fence about Elon Musk and his
Well,
involvement. What do you say?
well, Elon Musk is a double agent.
Mm-hmm.
He was a double agent. He played both sides because he brought information from one to the other. He was like a mole. And there was a time where he was going towards the darkness. So personally, I don't think he was very conscious about it. But once his own family were victims to that darkness, that's when he like went back. Like, wait a minute, this is not what I signed up for, and he switched. Um, he completely flipped to the other side.
Okay, so now he is on the white hat side?
Yes. What I saw, there were two or three, I believe, possibilities. He would either go completely dark, or switch, or be um replaced with a clone that would do, or either a clone or a lookalike to be a double agent.
Mm-hmm.
The futures that I saw,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure whether he's still himself or a replacement. But from what I can tell, I think he was just freaked from the dark side into the other side.
Okay.
He attacked his family. One of his children fell victim
Mm-hmm.
to the darkness with their gender wars.
Mm-hmm.
So now, so no.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Is there anything else you can tell us before we get your fragment?
Um, don't lose hope, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes even I feel it a lot of times. Like there's no end to it, but we're closer to the end than we think.
That's excellent. All right. Sounds wonderful. So, Nanichi, I'd like you to get your fragment and leave before you integrate it. And I'd like to integrate it at the cabin. Does that sound like a plan?
Sure, can do.
And we thank Lucienne. So, where did you hide this fragment?
It's actually in the entrance outside. I didn't put it inside the place. It's outside in the woods.
Okay, great.
There's a big tree that kind of covers the entrance to that club. So
Mm-hmm.
placed it. I didn't put it inside.
Okay, great.
I ain't that dumb.
Fair enough. Just bless the ground where it was held so we can leave just a little high vibe energy signature that can do what it needs to do.
All right.
Thank you. Uf, kades mashudan yaturi hoa yatiki askashe huya manana yatiko.